I were a few shades lighter, would my future have potential to be a little brighter? I mean, I can't help but wonder, if I were a few shades lighter, would you assume I was a lover instead of a fighter? But since I'm black and I'm not white, does that give you the right to take my life? Please, tell me, what is it about me that makes you feel so threatened? I don't get it, because we both know I don't even have a weapon. And I think the part that I'm having a hard time accepting is that you expect my people and I to simply forget it. Forget about Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner, Mike Brown. Forget Kendrick, Renisha, Jordan, Edwin, people who were also killed or gunned down. They all have a few things in common. And if you ask me, it's kind of sad that all these innocent black lives were taken by white men behind a badge. Now, is your plan to protect and serve, to kill till there are no blacks left? Because I don't find any security in waking up wondering if I'm next. Where I'm from, everyone knows me. They know I'm honest, some say judicious, but since I'm a few shades darker than you, automatically I'm suspicious. So at that very moment, I have no rights and no laws that can stand a chance in court against your so-called probable cause. You call us crazy because we're angry, but we can't win if we don't fight. So, officer, please tell me, will the crimes that I commit be alright if I were just a few shades lighter, perhaps maybe even white? Would you simply give me a warning, send me on my way telling me to have a good morning? It's sad to say, but when you're black, you barely stand a chance. You're getting warning shots fired straight to the head if you dare try to take a stand. Now that's literally and figuratively, because we run out of options and rights. They set us up for failure already. We brought Skittles and tea to a gunfight. Now, officer, I have one question. How would you feel if it were you? If you were just a few shades darker, can you imagine what you'd be put through? Imagine walking down the street and repeating a prayer with every step because you know you're a part of an endangered species, so you fear that you might be next. Imagine being born a statistic, being labeled as a misfit, wanting so bad to be optimistic, but being forced to be realistic that since you're black, you're guilty until you're proven innocent. If only I were a few shades lighter, then maybe, just maybe, my future could be brighter. I just can't help but find it unfair that there's no equality and no one cares. Our community's being wounded in ways that can't be repaired, and the worst part is, the government's well aware. We just want to know, when will the killing stop? And who are we supposed to call when the killers are the cops? Please, let us know. Who's gonna stop the pattern? Everyone's equally important, but realize black lives do matter. You can't define justice. It's something the system never provided. You shot an unarmed boy about a dozen times and you weren't even indicted. So what don't you understand about the reason that we riot? The system never brought us peace. So how can we keep calm? Because until someone realizes that there's even an issue, inequality will continue on. The government has some cleaning up to do. Lots of messes were made, and it's filthy. But maybe, just maybe, if we were a few shades lighter, you realize we're not the ones who are guilty.